So, the majority of the damage is here to the front fender and to the bumper. I've already got replacement parts in the garage behind me, but my objective today is to remove both these panels, see what other damage there is. I know I'm going to need a headlight bracket, as this thing, at least when the bonnet is popped, this thing is just wobbling about. I'm going to try and transfer the existing grille to my new bumper, as I much prefer the look of this one, which I believe is RS styled. But let's crack on with it. So to get more access, it looks like I'm going to have to take off this front right wheel where all the damage was. I think the remaining screws are actually inside the wheel arch liner. So let me just show you that now. No way. Right, so we've already encountered our first issue. These lug nuts, I just assumed they were going to have hexagonal lug nuts, but I imagine they are unique to this wheel brand, Hustler. However, I now have to try and find the lock nut key if it is in this vehicle. I didn't see it in the boot yesterday when I was having a look, so I'm going to try the back seat and the glove box next and just pray that we have the adapter to get these off. Just getting this out of the car, it's just in the way. Now that that's off, we can simply pull this up, just the plastic component. And here we have all of our jack, tire iron, and I was hoping there would be a lug nut key, but nothing there. Squeezing on in here. Right. Oh, just lifts straight up. And nothing. Well, whoever did drive this car must have been a chef. Looking further in here, we've got an empty bottle of cologne, we've got pens, owner's manual, and a toy of some sort. A little teddy bear with a helmet on, but no lock nut. Looking at all this chaos here, I've got tools, I've got the whole front right corner. But most importantly for this step, I have got a lug nut adapter. It's called a tuner socket, if anyone is wondering if they have these type of wheels that do have a strange socket. I searched up tuner socket 6-spline, and this is what popped up. I got it on Amazon for about $11 to get it here in 1 day's time. The wheel is now off. From it being flat and just sitting in the one spot for so long, it's gone completely dull at the bottom here. But more importantly, on the inside of the rim, there is no cracking, no denting, no obvious damage, which is absolutely fantastic news for me, because I was not wanting to pay for a new wheel on the budget. So now that the wheel is off, we can see the damage, and I could see this without the wheel off. The strut top here has completely snapped away with the control arm, which has done a huge bend. Definitely going to need to replace that, but I've got good news in that regard. The only part that concerns me is the drive shaft, but I won't know what condition that's in until I get it back on the road. To cover my ground, I have got all of these components secondhand. For now, the priority is going to be fitting the new strut top assembly and this upper control arm. And boom. I gave the engine bay a rinse yesterday, so it's a lot cleaner to work with. We've got the 2-litre turbo Golf R engine, and in addition to that, the all-wheel drive Quattro system. That's our first bit of progress, getting the headlight out. So we can see on here, It's snapped at every single bracket position, but also the actual housing itself is snapped, so we're gonna have to get a new headlight rear housing. Last week when I took the headlight out, I could tell that this was bent, so I picked it up with the new front fender, so that's not going to be an issue. But other than that, and just being dirty, there's nothing wrong with under here, which is such good news. It's going to really save on costs of this build. And now we've got the fender off, which has given us so much more access to be able to see what we're working with. So already there are some components like this that I can tell have been snapped. That just goes on the front bumper. The airbox has been cracked, snapped in some locations. It won't actually affect the airflow, fortunately. Yeah, it was smart that we were getting the whole struts off, because even this bushing here is perished for the ball joint. Really disconnected from the bushing inside. We're going to keep trying to get that lower nut out, which will then give me the play to get the bottom of the fork down enough to clear the top. And then hopefully I can pull it all out as one unit and get the new one in as one unit. It took me so long to do it, but we finally got that multi-spline bit bolt out. I went to the other side and I put the wheel back on. Then I pushed the wheel to make it face toward the right, which took away a lot of the tension on the dust boot for the tie rod end. That allowed me to get back in there with my punch and hammer and continue to hammer it out. Oh, there we go. That's it. Yes! 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 So, that is the old strut assembly. Here I have the new one with the strut top in one piece and the upper control arm rear in one piece. It's got new bolts for each section, but that's a good comparison, old versus new.
Yeah, I'll meet you on the dance floor. Can you meet me on the dance floor? Yeah, I see you on the dance floor. Can you meet me on the dance floor? 'Cause I wanna dance.
That's how we do it. Right, so I had to let my phone charge. It's only at 30%, but I still want to keep recording. From where we left off, I've torqued everything now. In order to get the struts assembly out, I did have to undo the sway bar on both sides. These brackets you torque to 25 Newton meters, and the end links you torque to 40 plus 90 degrees. Alright, can you please start by putting this one in? So I'm sitting here and I've now realized I never recorded an outro for the video you've just watched, so we're gonna make it up right now. This video is the first where we've made a repair, being the strut top and the strut assembly, as well as the fender that is now on and looking great. If you have enjoyed this video, then it would mean a lot if you could click subscribe and like. I don't expect you to hit the bell, I'm not gonna ping you with notifications, but it will help me monetize this channel so I can do more builds and record more videos for you guys. It would mean the world to me if you could do that small favor, as I really do love building these cars, and eventually when we get to modifying this thing, I'm sure you'll enjoy the build too. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in video 3.